Welcome back to Game Room Theater, everyone. I have a pretty incredible product to review for you today, and I'll be going through why this may just be the perfect large screen experience for your space. So stay tuned, guys. First off, what if you want a giant TV but don't want to be sitting in the dark, or have a lot of ambient light such as large windows, etc., and can't get that room dark enough to have a good watching experience? Well, in early 2021, TVs that approach about 100 inches are priced at $40K and above. Granted, the specs are impressive in that range, but that is magnitudes more than what a laser short throw with a screen like this will cost you. So I have to admit, when I first read about ALR, which is short for ambient light rejecting, I was always a bit skeptical how much light they actually reject. And according to the specs of this screen, which is VividStorm's S Pro model, I took the claim of 97% ambient light rejection with a grain of salt. You know, the image that you see in a darkened room is in a light-controlled environment, but stepping back outside to a fully lit room with two lights hitting the screen, the image is actually surprisingly very comparable. It makes you wonder what kind of sorcery is being used, and I'll get into that tech in a minute here. So let me demonstrate for you with sunlight hitting this screen directly. And I timed this at the particular point of the day where the sun is angled perfectly, hitting through that window that you just saw. Those black aberrations that you see are only at a very extreme side angle. But as you can see, when I flap the shutters open and close, you really see such a minimal impact in the top left quadrant of the screen that it's really negligible for the amount of light that's actually hitting the screen. Here's a shot from behind the screen. The screen actually takes about 30 seconds to fully extend from closed, and there's no visible creases or imperfections that I've noticed. And the structure itself is pretty stable, as you can see. The projector that I'm using for this review is the LG HU85LA. I'll be doing a more detailed review of this in my next video. Here is what the image looks like with the lights lowered. The contrast improved even more. This definitely makes for a great watching experience, even when not completely dark. In my theater room, for example, the image would be completely washed out, even with the minimal light, since the tech in that screen is completely different. The tech sorcery here, as I like to call it, is that the ALR screen uses an angular reflective surface to reflect ambient light from higher angles, but it will reflect light from the projector where the viewer would be situated. This gives you a much brighter picture where a regular projection display would look dull and washed out in a room with higher levels of ambient lighting. As you can see here, as I move above and below the material, how it changes to black and then back to reflective again. Here's the accessories list. You get an IR remote, an RF remote, a power cord, adjustment rod, USB charging cable, a wireless projector trigger, and a special cleaning brush. On the side of the screen, you'll find the IR receiver, the power cord socket, the power switch itself, and a screen manual switch. I've got a couple of other ALR screens, and I've found this VividStorm S Pro model to be better engineered material that reflects a sharp image with no aberrations or artifacting. Being a floor screen instead of a mounted makes it very easy to move this from room to room. I have it down here, but within 5 minutes I can have this set up and ready to go in the family room upstairs, or the backyard, or the bedroom, or wherever you want. The UST projectors typically have decent speakers also built in, and therefore built-in audio, and they don't weigh a whole lot either. So keep in mind also that being a floor screen adds to the price with additional moving parts to create the tension in the screen, you know, fighting gravity as it comes up from the bottom up instead of hanging from the top. I've had this thing go up and down at least 100 times in the last couple of months and have not had a single issue with it. Price-wise, this model is, as of the time of this review, It starts at about $1350 US for the 100-inch model, which is what this is, and all the way up to $1,700 for the 120-inch model. So I have links in the description to show you where you can get more detail and pricing in your particular part of the world. I hope you enjoyed this review and consider getting this Vivid Storm ALR screen for that large theater-like viewing experience in any environment. Please look out for my review of the LG USD projector for my next review, as it is perfectly mated with this screen. And please also do like this video and subscribe to get some notifications when that video drops. At the time of this upload, we're at almost 8,000 subscribers, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching and liking and sharing my videos. Take care and stay safe, everyone.